It's a celebration that has been building up the whole year, but starting today, the 2nd of September until the 4th, which is the weekend, the Wits Centenary celebrations are taking place, starting with a parade this afternoon. The parade will be a spectacular, rich in color, music, brass band, dance, accompanied by a float, a procession of academics wearing their academic gowns and students in creative outfits marching on the streets of Braamfontein. The route is about 3 kilometers. Jerome September is the Dean of Student Affairs at Wits University and joins us now via Zoom. A very good morning to you, Mr. September. Thanks for making the time.
Good morning.
An incredible milestone.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
An incredible milestone.
Yes.
This is one of the foremost tertiary education institutions in the country. What is the significance of its longevity, and what have been some of the big highlights through the 100 years?
Well, of course, it's an amazing time to be celebrating 100 years of academic excellence, in particular at a time where so many institutions are kind of making us ask questions. So that we're here at this moment is just fantastic. Some of the milestones, as you've known, is just the amazing alumni that we have delivered to this world, cutting edge research, and just our students being amongst the top performers and people who go out into society to make a contribution. And of course, having walked through this campus are greats like Robert Sobukwe, Nelson Mandela, in recent times, the Adrian Gores, and so on of this world, who've really come to shape. On the musical front, the likes of Johnny Clegg, Claire Johnson, and so on, who've just really walked the path with us. And as we take stock, of course, at the moment, it's also the work that we continue to do. As you'll know, through the pandemic, it was Wits academics at the front of helping us understand COVID, of shaping our understanding, and of advising us in terms of how to respond. So a momentous moment, not just for us, but indeed for this country and of course for the world.
Was a time in history of the country when Wits was a divisive instrument, just in terms of exclusion. How are you telling this narrative in the celebrations?
Well, what we're doing is there's, for example, on Sunday night, we are having a reunion of the SRC. What we've done in that particular case is to also invite those who were the leaders of the Black Student Society at the time. So these are students who couldn't formally participate. But there's a light show on tonight, and the light show will really tell the story of Wits, the fullness of it, the history of the institution, and kind of reflecting that on to our great hall. What you'll also know is that tomorrow we have the Free People's Concert, and a component of that is in fact a tribute to Johnny Clegg, who performed in the first Free People's Concert about 50 years ago, where Wits were also a key player in challenging the status quo, in fighting apartheid. And so part of the Free People's Concert is to also tell that part of our history.
So everybody knows that academics can sometimes be regarded as boring. How are you able to to bring together this aspect and the celebratory side?
There is such excitement on this campus, academics buying into it, students buying into it. What you'll see this afternoon, for example, during the parade, is also academics in fun costumes and so on. I think what's brought us together, particularly post-COVID, is number one, the need for everyone and the desire for everyone to just be together, to just socialize, to just celebrate, to just be alive. But at this moment, even academics are taking stock of who they are, of what they do, and the contributions that they are making to society. So all the events, from the floats this afternoon, the light show tonight, the craft market tomorrow, the concert, the soccer game that will happen over the weekend, the opening of our museums, all of that is on the one hand telling the story of what we do, of who we are, of celebrating it, but inviting the Johannesburg community to come into our space and to see what we do. And so great excitement. And I think it's just this moment in time as well that allows us to be in a more jovial mood.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Would have loved to speak some more, but live television dictates otherwise. But thank you so much, and hope the celebrations are a blast. Wits University there celebrating 100 years of existence.